again, it's Dorothy
and Judy,
and we're here for another winter steam experiment. This is the last one for this month, right?
Last one for December.
Our last steam experiment. You won't see more videos for December or for the year 2021. Right. You'll see us again in 2022. Yay. But this week we are making our own icicles. Icicles in a jar.
Yes.
There's a theme this month. Everything's in a jar.
That's right.
So I will show you a beautiful up-close picture of our results over here because it does take a couple of days.
Yes.
So we started this experiment yesterday. Mm-hmm. Judy got it together and got it growing. If you drop by the Newport branch,
you can see it. It's on display.
Let's give you what ingredients we need for this experiment.
Okay, so you will need a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to need about 2 cups of water, which you're going to heat. And I heated mine in the microwave, as close to boiling as you can get. So I did mine for like 5 minutes. So there were lots of little bubbles in there. Okay. You're going to need borax. And you're going to need enough. It takes about 3 tablespoons of borax per cup of water. So I did about 6 tablespoons.
And borax is a substance that you can find in your laundry detergent aisle at the different stores. Mm-hmm. And then if you're watching Grown Ups, that's where you find this. That's the only ingredient you really need to buy.
Yeah, because that's a laundry item. All right, then you will need a stick that you're going to lay across the top of your jar to hold your pipe cleaner. And what I did is I just took it and wrapped it around a pin so that I could have a little curly Q. You can do any type of shape that you want. This was just what I chose. It was fairly easy. Then you're going to take a string, tie it to this, and tie it to the stick. You don't want your pipe cleaner to be touching the sides or the bottom of the jar, okay? So...
And then you have to be patient.
And yes, you have to be very patient with this.
And you have to wait. And I'll bring it up close. I'll hold it while Miss Judy describes what exactly is going on in this jar to make this icicle.
So borax is an ionic compound, all right? And it mixes very easily in hot water. But as that water starts to cool down, all of those little molecules that are floating around in there have to go somewhere because it's been oversaturated with the borax powder. So when you insert something like our pipe cleaner down in there, that's the first thing those little molecules are going to go to. And they're going to cling to it. And as the water cools, they start to form the little crystals. And I'll just pull it up a little bit so you can kind of see. This thing is very coated with the crystals. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool. And this was just from overnight.
Maybe we could do it again. We're going to move it a little bit closer so you're going to see us go out of the screen. You want to come lift it again so they can kind of really see those crystals up close. So there you go.
All the crystals. And I have read where other people have done this experiment and they've made several of these as tree decorations or whatever, and they've lasted for years.
Oh, wow.
You just keep them out of the sunlight, I guess, and wrap them up
so they don't
carefully.
Melt, because the point is that it's cooling and not...
Yes.
Okay.
So, it's pretty simple.
That's a super easy experiment that you can do. Like you said, it takes a couple of days. Mm-hmm. I think it said, 12 hours at least? At least. Before you really start seeing anything. Yeah. Because I know when we left yesterday... Nothing. It did not look like this.
No, it did not.
It looks like a pipe cleaner.
Pipe cleaner in a jar of water.
When we came in this morning, it looked like this.
Yep.
So it's a really fun experiment. Maybe you could do it the day before and wake up the next day and see if you got ice crystals.
Yeah.
I also know you can do more than one.
Yes, if your jar is big enough.
Right.
As long as they're not touching.
As long as they're not touching. So the pipe cleaners can't touch each other. They can't touch the jar and they can't touch the bottom of the jar. So they kind of have to be free hanging in there.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. So that's it. That's our experiment. It's fun, easy, short, sweet. I know. It's great. So once again, this is the last one for 2021. We start with 2022 next year. We'll see what 2022 brings us and see what fun experiments we're going to have for that. So until next year, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.